What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm actually going to show you guys how you can connect your C# application with your MySQL database hosted in cPanel. So guys, stick around, I'll cover all the details. Let's jump into it. So first off, we're going to want to create a C# project. We're going to say create project, create new project. So stick around, guys. Focus on what I'm doing. I'm going to explain whenever necessary. So let's write project name, whatever name we think it fits. For me, I'll say host connection cPanel. Okay, here is our main form. Here is going to be. Okay. So guys, before we start everything, we're gonna need to add a reference. We're gonna right click on the reference and select manage NuGet package. Okay, right click, select NuGet package. Okay, so what you're gonna need here is a client. You're gonna search for MySQL, and this is actually that connect both parties, because MySQL is Oracle and C# Visual Studio is Microsoft. So you're gonna identify it by $23 million, so it's gonna be easy for you to spot it. Okay, you can download it. It might take a while. So that's it for downloading the client side. Okay, let's connect the MySQL and Visual Studio. So you can check it by going through reference. Yeah, we can see it MySQL.data. So before we start our connection, let's try to make a beautiful form. Okay, let's add some buttons and stuff like that, so as it will help us whether we want to connect, disconnect, insert, and all stuff like that. Let's try to see it. So this is gonna be our form. Well, I know this is a terrible form, okay, but hey, it will do everything we want. So first off, before everything, we're gonna add the MySQL client side, and we're gonna say using MySQL.data.client. Let's add a variable for our connection, MySQL connection. Okay, we're gonna add the reference and this is gonna be our string connection. Okay, so I'll paste our connection string. I'm gonna put this in my description. Okay, it's gonna be easy for you to find it there. So we're gonna add a try catch here, so that the try part is we're gonna create a new MySQL connection and we're gonna open it. Okay, and the catch we're gonna spot if there is an exception. Now we have finished our connect part. Let's try to do the disconnect part. It's actually easy. We're gonna check if the connection is not null, and we're gonna close it and we're gonna null it. Okay, so now let's do the insert part. Guys, I do this because we need this. Okay, I might close it on after showing you how to connect your C# with your MySQL, but this is the essential part. We're gonna insert something into our database. Okay, we're gonna create a database, we're gonna create a table, and after that we're gonna insert a data in the database. Okay, we're gonna see this. Okay, so in the try part, we're gonna check if the connection is not null, and we're gonna create a command, a MySQL command, and that's it. And on the catch part, as always, we're gonna spot an exception. Okay, so now we have finished the Visual Studio part, and now let's go to our cPanel, and after that let's go ahead and create our database, and we're gonna create a new user, and we're gonna connect our user to the database. We're gonna give him a privilege so that we can do the create, the insert, and every privilege that's needed. Okay, now adding user. Okay, we're gonna generate a password. Okay, guys, it has to be an encrypted password. Okay, because when the connection is established, it will check if the password is strong enough. Otherwise, you're not gonna connect it. Okay, first thing is first, make sure your password is uh, very strong. Okay, or it's not gonna give you the permission to establish a connection. Okay, it's not gonna give you the privilege. Okay, let's give every privilege to the user to access the database. Now let's get to work. Let's try to establish our connection where we copied the name of the database and we're gonna paste it right here. We're gonna do it the same for the username and the passcode and the IP address. Okay, follow what I'm doing. Now I'm copying the user and I'm gonna paste it on the user ID, and I'm gonna go for the password. I actually forgot the password, so I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna generate a new password. Still strong, mind you guys, as I told you, it has to be very strong. Okay, copy the password, I'm gonna paste it there. Okay, you can check it with your custom password and you can check it what it's gonna say. It's gonna deny your access. Okay, now let's copy our cPanel shared IP address so the project will know where it's going to access the database. Okay, let's try to run it. Okay, let's connect. It's not gonna be successful, I know. Look, authentication to host blah 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 for user blah 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 method failed with a message access denied. Okay, for user blah blah blah, and look, you can see my IP address. Okay, so you know what the reason is, because cPanel, I haven't arranged a permission in cPanel, so I'm gonna check my IP address and I'm gonna grant a permission to it. Okay, I'm gonna go to the remote MySQL to access remotely, and I'm gonna paste my IP address. So look guys, if I have put the percentage here, I'm allowing access from anywhere to this database, so you have to be careful in this. Okay, now I'm confident enough it's gonna be connection is successful. Let's try. Let's see it. Okay, look, connection is successful. Wow. Okay, now let's try to work on the insert part. We're gonna insert some data, a single attribute to a table. Okay, I'm gonna remove. I'm actually gonna paste this in my description, so guys, yeah, you'll have easy access to it. Okay, let's go to the PHP my admin, and we're gonna be we're gonna create a table, and we're gonna add attributes, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Okay, I'm gonna name my table a user with a single column. Okay, I'm gonna name I'm gonna say the name. Okay, with a varchar and length is 50. So that's it. Okay, I'm gonna save this, and you can see I've created the table. Okay, now let's change the table name here. I'm gonna say user and name and value. Okay, let's make a little bit of arrangement here. Let's create a insert method so that it's gonna be easy access. Okay. Okay, cool. Now let's start our project and let's see if what we did is working. Okay, let's try it. First try, insert. Data is not added. Why? Because we didn't establish a connection. Now after it says connection is successful, now I'm confident enough it's gonna insert our data. Yes, data added successfully. Now let's try second try. Of course, data added successfully. If we disconnect, data is not going to be added successfully. Data is not added. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we really added the data the first try and the second try to our database, to our table. Okay, let's refresh it. Okay. Now you can see the first try and the second try attribute we added and the name under the name. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you guys this is a trick. Okay, you can instead of the IP address you can write the domain name here. Okay, the .com domain name here. It's gonna work. Let's see if it's really connecting. Yeah, connection is successful. And let's add a third try here. Yeah, data added successfully. Okay, let's check if we added the data. Now we're gonna refresh this. That's it, the third try. So guys, this is pretty much it. So guys, as you guys can tell, I'm new to YouTube, so please support me. There's a lot coming up. Share the video to your friends. Like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.